I'm Kevin, and I'm joined by my co-host with Harrison Bader like hair.
Yeah, it's a weird ordeal. Katie is just proving to be childish.
Which is why I don't feel I would give $5 million to Jack Campbell.
I don't know. Baseball is one of those sports where anyone who makes the playoffs really can be a contender.
I think the Padres definitely do it.
I don't think Donovan Mitchell gets traded.
Kyrie Irving does have the track record of not being a great locker room fit, or even good locker room fit.
Bader got some luscious locks. I gotta say it.
This is Zach Bigley, the broadcaster for the Frisco Rough Riders, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin. You guys better subscribe.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our XFL Opinions of the Week. I'm Kevin, and I'm joined by the man that made 1,000 brackets and probably has 2 or 3 left, Austin.
Unfortunately, me and the people that we made the brackets with have none left. After this time of recording, Northwestern beat Boise State. The last 2 perfect brackets we had, both had Boise State. Unfortunately, Northwestern won that game. Congrats to them. So I do not have any that I'm even closely part of. But I have a lot of good brackets left. We'll see who wins that. But the XFL is what we're talking about today, and it's been a parity issue, and I think that's kind of what we talked about last year with the USFL. 2 4-0 teams, but 2 0-4 teams. What do you make of this?
I think that's just the standard, and I think it's just magnified because there are so many few teams. Like, if you take it to the NFL, so how many teams are incredibly bad here? So we got 2
3.
out of 3.
I'd say the 1-3 team as well.
Okay,
I believe
yeah,
one of their
1-3.
wins is against the 0-4 team. So
Okay,
yeah.
so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 8 teams. So we have 3
Yeah.
out of 8.
And I'd also say 3 out of 8 are good.
Okay, so that's 38%.
Yeah, and then 38% are really good, and then 2 are in the middle.
So we'll look at NFL team records. So if we're looking at the NFL, you have a 3-13, 4-12. I think those are pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
5-12, is that pretty bad or like middle?
You said 5 and what?
5-12.
No, that's still bad.
Okay, still bad. So okay, so we're at 3, and then there's an 3-14. That's 4. We have a 4-13, another 5-12, so that's 6, and there are 32 teams. Okay, that's around 20%. That's 19%.
Yeah.
So a little bit less.
I think there's still a little bit of an issue here. And
Yeah.
I think what it magnifies is good coaching more than it's great players. And I think coaching matters a lot more when the level of skill goes down because you can't be saved by a star player. There is no Brady, Mahomes to really make sure your team gets an advantage that otherwise they wouldn't. So, well, I do think it's a little bit of a problem seeing so many teams despair and not many players or coaches are making the difference that some people would have expected. But here, obviously, those guys at the top are definitely playing well.
Yeah, and one of those teams that are 3-1 is the St. Louis Battlehawks. Did you see the stadium?
I did not.
So apparently they asked them to expand it, which they did. So I think around 400, like I can't remember.
Not 400,000. No, none seats that big.
Yeah, but like they expanded where they were.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm looking. So 38,000 fans.
Got it.
With the Dome Center in their first leading game, St. Louis. It broke the XFL attendance record.
Wow.
But it not only broke the XFL attendance record, but set a record for professional spring football leagues. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that would include the AAF, the USFL, and obviously the XFL. So yeah, that's pretty impressive for a team that's just getting going again right after COVID. And I was very impressed with how they've been playing. I've been impressed with all the teams that have played really well, but also there's been some really bad football. Do you think it counters out enough for it to be enjoyable sometimes, even if some games are blowouts because it's great against bad?
I think so, and I think you can never really turn off the game because like there's a way they can come back, or there's a hope with all the
Okay,
rules.
that's true. That's true. You're right. Those onside kick rules I think are amazing, and I
And
think
like the
that
point percentage, like I can go for 3 points,
oh yeah, that's true.
so I can get 10. Then, but yeah,
No,
I do like that.
you can't get 10.
I thought so. If I
A
score,
touchdown is
yeah,
6.
I'd get 9. Yeah,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah. I
I
mean,
can
you
get
could be down
9.
18, score 9, and then go for an
Do it
onside
again.
kick and score again, score 9, and that'd be very impressive. And I think that, well, I wouldn't want a 3-pointer in professional or NFL football. I do like the onside kick rule, and I think these are good testing grounds for anything the NFL wants to do in the future.
Yes, and the thing that I am interested in is the DC Defenders have not lost a game, and I believe they're doing split quarterback.
Yeah,
Correct?
it's really weird what they're doing.
Because it's
It's
King
weird.
from Miami.
Yes, and Tamu.
Oh yes, and Jordan Tamu I think was like the passing leader in the USFL.
Uh, Last year.
Yeah, last
Yes.
year.
Yeah, he was. And he played for the Battlehawks back in 2020, so
Hmm.
or 20,
Okay.
2021? 2020,
2020.
2020, 2020. No, 2019. No, 2020. 2020.
2020
Yeah.
because it started in spring and then it kept.
Yeah. So he was a part of that team, and he was 2-2 with them and played well. But now he's 4-0, and he obviously I think plays them this week. I've been very impressed
Ooh.
with him. He was the backup for the Chiefs a couple years ago, so I think he just wanted to play. And I uh, I kind of like the story with like AJ McCarron, all these other guys getting a chance to play when they normally could be backups in the NFL. It gives them a chance to show themselves and maybe make a bigger contract in the future.
And AJ McCarron said he turned down money in the NFL.
I wouldn't doubt it. Some people were calling him, no, you'd want to be a backup. Well, he's already made a good bit of money, and to be honest, I would rather play if you've already
Yeah,
had experience, made money in the NFL. Just take care of your body, uh, make sure you're gonna be okay. There's less games though. It's not like there's a great amount of games that you're gonna get hurt again, and because of when the season is, you could possibly just go back to the NFL after the season.
that's true. He could do that. And yeah, that's all I got for the XFL. Any other thoughts?
No, but I enjoy it. Let's just hope that there's a little bit more parity at least.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's been difficult because like I'll turn on a hockey game or I'll turn off the XFL game and I'm like, well, I want to watch some hockey and NBA since they're gearing up for the playoffs. But
Yeah, it's definitely tough competition right now with NHL, and NBA, and now March Madness, all kind
that's
of
true.
going in front of where people would normally watch the XFL if nothing else was on.
But yeah, that's what we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.